Well, in this video, I want us to talk about some very interesting things, right? I've done a video where I spoke about Chicco Twala. That video is out. I came across something very important that I said to myself, wait, I think people need to hear this. The reason I'm preparing you guys along this line is because, remember, we need to have Chicco Twala as well as his son. The statement from Longwe is already there. That's why it has been quoted. So it is very important for us to go back and remind ourselves of what to expect when it comes to those people. Now, long ago, Chicco Twala also did an interview. Not the interview that I posted today. The one that I posted today, it's a new interview, very recent. But there's an interview that he did very long ago that it gives a bit of clarity, or it shines a spotlight on some matters, right? So we're going to be talking about that. But again, I want us to talk about this. Have you ever heard the saying that says, in Zulu it says, "Igazi lomuntu liyakhuluma"? It means someone's blood, it speaks. Well, we have to interrogate that, because you must look at the issue or the story of Senzo Meyiwa and interrogate that. Well, I have a slight different belief in that. I don't necessarily believe that the blood itself speaks, but I believe that today I want us to touch on that. You know, I've got a very funny belief on that one. I don't know whether you're gonna find my belief very interesting, but you need to listen to what I'm about to say. Take a look at, before I say take a look at this, have you ever thought of this thing, right? The more they try to bury the truth about the death of Senzo Meyiwa, it's the more they get into trouble. It's the more they have to answer. It's the more their speech leaves a lot to be desired. They are never at peace. I know a lot of theories have been invented around this, but trust you me, there's more to this than what meets the eye. What is it that meets the eye? What meets the eye is nobody, absolutely nobody is at peace because Senzo Meyiwa died. So they are busy saying this and that, but the bottom line is nobody is at peace because we want nothing but the truth. They are busy trying to create versions that never existed, but we still simply say nothing but the truth. Nothing but this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the Super Thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. That interview, as quoted by SABC, this interview was released when, I just want to make sure that it was released on the 8th of February 2018 at about 26 past 6 by Mama Ponya Matsai. Mama Ponya Motsai. This one, renowned African musician Chicco Twala says he does not think his son linked to the former Bafana player Twala also said he rubbished the social media claims that his gun was used in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. He was speaking to SABC Metro FM, responding to allegation by Meyiwa's father made on the same radio station, right? Meyiwa told Metro FM that one of the men who was with his son at Kelly Komalo's house in Vosloorus, east of Johannesburg, when he was murdered on the 26th of October 2014, was the one who shot and killed him, not the theory of robberies. We know we have the audio. It has circulated. I don't think we need to repeat the audio where the Meyiwa family, or the father, the late father of Sfiso, yes, and Senzo Meyiwa said those things. But listen to this one. The father had said this: the person who killed Senzo Meyiwa is one of the boys who were in Kelly's house. No one came to the house as claimed. These boys are protecting someone. One of the boys killed Senzo Meyiwa. His father paid money to the police so his son is not arrested. In other words, the father bribed police so that his son is not arrested. That is what we are getting here. Did you just hear that? The father bribed, because that's a language. The father bribed people for Longwe Twala not to get arrested. That is what the father said, not me. That's the allegation of the late father. Twala says if he suspected that his son had killed Senzo Meyiwa, he would have had him arrested. Now, the reason I bring this is because compare with the video that I've done. Chicco Twala the same Chicco Twala tells us that the son did not kill Senzo Meyiwa. So, right there, I think we've got a conversation. There's something. Guys, just give me a minute. Let me get this. Why is it falling apart? Right. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Chicco Twala himself told us that his son is not a killer. He's a drug addict. So if his son is not a killer, he's a drug addict, the next thing you come and you say to us, if he did it, I would have handed him over. It's a contradiction of speech right there. Which one do you really believe? Do you believe that he's a drug addict, not a killer, or you believe that he's not guilty if he was guilty? Because you can't use the two interchangeably or in the same sentence to make it sense. No. If he's a drug addict, guys, we all know how people get killed or can kill one another under the influence of drugs. So you can't tell me that he's a drug addict, therefore you can't kill a person. That's a lie. You either believe this version or that version, but you can't believe both. So he's got a mutual destructive version. Even Chicco himself is conflicted. If my son, the other side, look, on the other hand, he does interviews that says it's not him. He wouldn't have killed a person. I know him. On the other hand, if he had done it, I would have given him over to the police. What exactly? These two, sit down and understand these two versions. These are mutually destructive versions. You can't believe both of them. You either believe this or that. So I've got a problem with how Chicco Twala. I've got a problem with Chicco Twala's beliefs. They just don't make sense to me. Okay, I would have told you, Utinige, I don't care. He is my son. Yeah, yes. But if he had killed Senzo Meyiwa, and if it was him, and I suspected, I would have told you. Look, I would have punished him to go to jail. Right? It's not okay. You are saying it's not him, right? How do you know it's not him? Because you yourself says it's a drug addict. You don't know what drugs does to him, how it influences him. Just because when you know people who have consumed drugs but never killed people doesn't necessarily mean that once he's under the influence of drugs, he can never do the same. Guys, come on. I receive a call from Kelikomalo crying, saying they have shot Senzo. I rush out. Now listen to the words here. Listen to this one. I rushed out of my house. I found, listen. I found Kelly, Longwe, and the other guy whom they said is Senzo's friend. Senzo was lying there. I asked what happened. They said 2 guys came in and they wanted to rob them and they killed Senzo Meyiwa. I don't want to talk about Longwe. Longwe is an adult. I want to speak about my part. You've already spoken about Longwe. You have done multiple interviews about Longwe. But you say you don't want to speak about Longwe. Again, 2 mutual destructive versions from same person. I don't want to speak about Longwe. If you would look, he says, I don't want to speak about Longwe. Longwe did not do this. Okay. The next thing he comes back and says, if he had done it, I would have given him to the police. Do you have investigative equipment? You either believe this or that. My firearm is always with me. I had this firearm since 1989. I've never shot anyone or even fired a warning shot. It was not missing, says Chicco Twala. The reason I thought to myself, let me bring this to your attention. This is quite interesting considering the fact that we're dealing with a very complex matter here. We're dealing with a matter where it involves the life of somebody. This person died in a mysterious way. Nobody's coming forward to tell us the truth, yet there were people who were there when he died. You've got people who are playing with words here who doesn't want to account for what they have done. And that's our biggest problem. In this entire thing, that's our biggest problem. Talk to me about this story where it has been said that one of the, Chicco Twala is accused of bribing people. Well, obviously, we don't have the facts, but yeah, take all of my videos, take them with a pinch of salt and use the word allegedly. With that being said, it's going to help you. But I wanna say to you, there are things that doesn't make sense in what people are saying here. And I believe the advice from Advocate Mgomezulu when he was saying, you must run away from this thing of, I don't know what has happened. He says you must run away from these things of trying to protect yourself by, you must run away from these things of trying to protect yourself by going out there saying a lot of things. Because when you do that, you become more vulnerable than a person who's compact and keeping quiet and knowing that they're going to, their turn is coming, they're going to have their time in court. Chicco Twala knew all along that the time for Longwe Twala is coming. Longwe Twala was going to come in the Meyiwa case and answer for himself. There was no need for him to go all out on social media. Try to tell us how innocent is Longwe Twala. Do not convince us here, because convincing us doesn't necessarily serve you. It just makes us question every word that you utter. It really doesn't serve you a single thing. I don't know who advises these people. The lesser you keep quiet, the better. That's just simple. Just leave it there. Leave it there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be cool. But you are there trying to say things and this and this and this and this and that. Now we are questioning you. Now we want to know, why do you give us 2 disruptive versions on the same matter? And you come back and you give us 2 disruptive versions, 2 mutual destructive versions of the very same thing. Oh, he's not guilty. If he was guilty, I would have handed over to the police. Do you have the investigative equipment to know whether Longwe is guilty or not? That's a follow-up question. Then you think, why you can't ask me that? But why? How do you know he's innocent? That's a follow-up question again. You see, you're inviting pressure when you go around and you say things and you say things and you say things and you say things. Shouldn't say some of the things. Just keep it to yourself.